Looking at the history, you might think the Nazis would vanish after World War II, but they didn't disappear. Instead, they faced the consequences and dealt with the aftermath. So let's explore 15 things the Nazis did after World War II and see how they unfolded. Number 15. Raiding in Obersalzberg. After Hitler's death, Obersalzberg, once a Nazi hangout, erupted in chaos. Locals, tired of Nazi rule, seized the opportunity to reclaim their dignity. They swarmed Hitler's former residence and guest houses, driven by curiosity, anger, and the chance for plunder. But it wasn't just about material gain, it was a release valve for years of oppression. Each item taken symbolized defiance against Nazi power, exposing their vulnerability. The raid wasn't just about loot, it was a statement of reclaiming control and standing up to years of deceit and oppression by the regime. Number 14. Hitler's inner circle flees. As the Third Reich crumbled, it resembled a blockbuster's dramatic finale. Former Nazi leaders, once powerful, now faced impending doom. Martin Bormann, Hitler's right-hand man, among others, scrambled to evade the advancing Allies. Their elaborate escape plans highlighted the swift reversal of fortune. Once rulers, now fugitives. They pursued safety worldwide through fake identities and covert routes. These efforts starkly contrasted their former influence, their desperate attempts to underscore the regime's collapse, illustrating how even the mightiest leaders could succumb to fate's whims in a tumultuous world. Number 13. The Great Alpine Escape. As the Third Reich collapsed, trucks raced through the Bavarian Alps to Obersalzberg, once a holiday spot, now a refuge for the defeated regime. Laden with crucial documents and artifacts, this frantic evacuation aimed to preserve Nazi ideology. As they ascended, history's weight thickened the air. Despite the rush, these mountains concealed a legendary tale. What secrets did they hold? Hidden in Obersalzberg, amidst the Alps' grandeur, the answer awaited. A dramatic showdown against the forces of history. Number 12. Burning Hitler's secret archives. As Allied forces closed in, SS officer Julius Schaar embarked on a different mission in Hitler's private archives to Munich, to burn sensitive materials, including personal documents, photos, and letters. This fiery destruction aimed to prevent revealing insights into Hitler's private life and to control the narrative of Nazi leadership. By erasing traces of vulnerability, the Nazis sought to shape their legacy. Yet, as smoke rose, it symbolized more than destruction. It signaled the crumbling facade of Nazi image control. Each ash carried away a piece of their narrative beyond their grasp. This fiery moment epitomized their struggle to shape a legacy slipping beyond their control. Number 11. The Nazi art hoard in Salzburg's salt mines. Amid the Nazi regime's collapse, a covert operation unfolded in salt mines near Salzburg to safeguard looted art amassed during wartime chaos. These underground galleries housed priceless paintings, sculptures, and jewelry shielded from Allied forces' scrutiny. Yet, beneath the surface glamour lay a darker truth. The art symbolized Nazi greed and cultural theft. The salt mines became a metaphor for the regime, a facade of splendor, masking moral bankruptcy and brutality. They highlighted the contradiction of a regime presenting refinement while built on lies. These mines held more than stolen art. They encapsulated the regime's deceit and moral decay. Number 10. Nazi families find refuge in Hintersee. As the Third Reich neared its end, Nazi families sought refuge in Hintersee, a tranquil spot in the Bavarian Alps. Away from the spotlight, this move revealed a more human side of the story. Used to luxury and power, they faced uncertainty and fear amidst the war's chaos. Despite the serene setting, inner turmoil brewed as they awaited war news and feared the arrival of Allied forces. Hintersee offered a temporary escape from Europe's chaos, a grasp at normalcy amid unraveling realities. For the families of Nazi officials, it provided a fleeting respite before confronting the harsh truths of their association with the regime. Number 9. The RAF strike on Obersalzberg. In the final days of the Third Reich, the British Royal Air Force delivered a devastating blow with the bombing of Obersalzberg. Once Hitler's sanctuary, it now symbolized Nazi retreat and was targeted with precision. The RAF's attack wasn't just military, it signified Allied supremacy and the regime's imminent downfall. Amidst thunderous blasts and crumbling structures, Obersalzberg witnessed more than destruction. It witnessed the dismantling of Nazi myths and aura. Each bomb struck not just buildings, but the regime's very existence. In the chaos, Obersalzberg marked the definitive end of a dark chapter in history, where strategic meetings once held now lie in ruins. Number 8. Birth of the Reich's collapse. Amidst the collapse of the Third Reich, a remarkable event unfolded: the birth of Albert Bormann's child during the evacuation to Obersalzberg. Despite being deeply entrenched in the Nazi regime, the birth symbolized hope amid chaos, a clash of life and death in a world on the brink of upheaval. In the frantic rush to evacuate, amidst bombings and fear, a baby's cry pierced the air, a poignant reminder of life's resilience. Yet it also raised questions about the child's future and the legacy they would inherit. Would they carry the burden of their family's past or forge a different path in a healing world? Number 7. Paper trails of the Reich's undoing. As the Third Reich collapsed, a paradoxical struggle unfolded. Officials frantically preserved and destroyed documents, reflecting denial and desperation. Each document became a crossroads between preserving history or hiding atrocities, defining the regime's last days. Choices reflected a struggle for remembrance or evasion of judgment. Whether hidden or destroyed, these documents whispered tales of secrets, representing a futile attempt to control a narrative slipping beyond their grasp. Ultimately, they became artifacts of a regime's frantic attempt to shape its legacy amidst impending downfall. Number 6. The 4 occupation zones. After World War II, Germany was divided into 4 occupation zones by the Allied powers: US, UK, France, and the Soviet Union. This division aimed to demilitarize Germany and aid its reconstruction. The Western zones focused on democracy and economic recovery, while the Soviet-controlled East pursued communist policies. This ideological split led to the Cold War, symbolized by the Berlin Wall. Germany remained divided until reunification in 1990, marking the end of the Cold War era. Number 5. The demolition of Eva Braun's world. In a final act of defiance, the Nazis demolished Eva Braun's bunkers and belongings, erasing evidence of their existence. Once symbols of power, these bunkers were razed to hide their actions. The destruction echoed mournfully, erasing fragments of history. The purge aimed to conceal a private world, yet revealed Nazi desperation and vulnerability. Their attempt to control their legacy exposed weakness amidst collapse. Number 4. CIC's quest for Nazi truth. After World War II, the US Counterintelligence Corps, or CIC, aggressively interrogated individuals connected to Hitler and the Nazi regime, aiming to understand and dismantle the Nazi network. These efforts, symbolized by thorough interrogations and arrests, sought justice and accountability for wartime atrocities, setting a standard for post-conflict justice worldwide. Number 3. Forgotten loyalty. Amidst post-war chaos, Negus, Eva Braun's Scottish Terrier, was left behind, symbolizing the personal amidst historical upheaval. Abandoned, Negus reflects the Nazi leaders' final days, where even loyal companions were forsaken in defeat. His plight mirrors the collapse of Nazi power, transitioning from pampered pet to a stray navigating a changed world. Negus' story highlights the overlooked human experiences amidst significant events, offering depth to the narrative of Nazi downfall. In his abandonment, Negus became a poignant symbol of the forgotten and peripheral aspects of history, enriching our understanding of these monumental events with humanity. Number 2. Post-war lives of Hitler's secretaries. In the aftermath of World War II, figures like Christa Schroeder and Jonna Wolf, former secretaries to Hitler, faced a vastly changed reality after release from prolonged detention. Living in obscurity, they grappled with their pasts while society tried to move on from the war's horrors. Their writings shed light on life within Hitler's inner circle, adding depth to understanding the complexities of the regime. Despite controversy, their accounts offered unique insights into personal struggles and choices during the Nazi era, highlighting the challenges and reconciliation in a post-war world. Number 1. Pursuit of Nazi fugitives. As World War II ended, the Allied forces relentlessly pursued fallen Nazi officials like Albert Bormann and Julius Schaub. Captures marked victories against Nazi ideology, revealing complicity in unimaginable atrocities. Trials aimed to comprehend Nazi crimes, delivering justice where possible. Some evaded capture, living in hiding or as shadows of their former selves, while others faced imprisonment. Well, that's it for today. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comment section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and see you at the next one.